Hey guys, Anboni here. As most of you, well actually as all of you probably know, patch 6.0.2 came on live a couple of days ago, and that brought a lot of changes to the game. And I'm going to go over a couple of them regarding Shadow Priests in PvP. So unlike a lot of other classes, Shadow Priests were not hit that hard by the ability pruning as they call it. A couple of abilities changed. Shadow Priests are in a much better spot than they were in Mist of Pandaria, and it's probably gonna get even better at level 100. And with that being said, keep in mind that this mini guide is aimed at level 90 in this pre-patch. So it's going to get outdated pretty fast as soon as we all get level 100. So let's go over talents, glyphs and stat priorities, and then I'll show you some PvP examples. And if you take a look at our talent tree, you'll see nothing really changed that much. In the first tier I go Spectral Guise. It's the best talent and my favorite talent, and I think everyone's gonna run Spectral Guise. It offers the most, it's the most versatile, it's the most fun, hands down Spectral Guise for the win. Second tier, Angelic Feather again. It got a little bit nerfed. It's no longer an 80% speed buff, but instead a 60% speed buff. I think Body and Soul and Phantasm actually pale in comparison to it still. So yeah, definitely Angelic Feather for President. Third tier, I mean all of them are pretty good. I go for Surge of Darkness and I'll tell you why in a second. And the reason, okay, I'll tell you now actually. The reason why I go Surge of Darkness is because this talent here, Shadow Insight, can now also proc your instant Mind Blasts off Mind Spikes. So I think the synergy between the two is really great. But both Mindbender and Insanity are probably as good, and I think Insanity is actually going to be the talent choice for most Shadow Priests at level 100, simply because we can keep Devouring Plague up forever. In the next tier, this is the sad tier. This and level 90 are the sad tiers. Okay, the first sad tier is our CC tier, and the only, like, if you want to do serious arena, you're gonna go for Psychic Scream, even though it got nerfed again. If you want to dual melees, you want to go Void Tendrils, because at least Warriors can Berserker Rage every single one of our fear now. And Dominate Mind, I don't think Dominate Mind is actually that bad. I feel like we're gonna see it in play in arena. I'm not exactly sure what it DRs with, but the cast time is quite low, and it might be actually really good, especially on some maps. Okay, level 75, we got Shadow Insight, as I said. It's still the best compared to the other two, and it's even better now since you can proc off Mind Spike as well. So definitely Shadow Insight, Shadowy Insight. Level 90, this is pretty sad and depressing. All of these are really crap in my opinion. They don't offer healing anymore, so really all they are is some AoE DPS, which is not really that good if you're playing with a mage, or whatever we play with, you're gonna break CC, so that's not exactly great. I picked Halo because it does the most damage, but I find myself almost never using it anyway, except when I go for Burst in a 1v1. Okay, for glyphs, I go for Glyph of Fade. Glyph of Reflective Shield is insane right now, and you have to try it. It's probably the most damage done for me in BGs and duels. And my favorite glyph, and in all honesty, probably the biggest change to Shadow Priests in this whole expansion that is to come, is this glyph here, Glyph of Mind Harvest. This completely changes the way Shadow Priests work. When I duel someone, when I dueled someone last expansion, I had to wait about 20 seconds in order to do damage. But right now I can do the most damage possible in 2 globals. And people don't expect that of Shadow Priests now. I mean, it's really stupid. I'm gonna show you in a few duels what I mean, and it's gonna get even better with level 100. And I'm really looking forward to it. And let's go for stat priority. Let's check it out really fast. Stat priority for me stays the same for now, which is Intellect, Haste, Crit and Mastery. Due to hit and expertise being removed from the game, many gems offer now different stat combinations. And if you see here, I have a red gem with 20 haste. So yeah, I can be full haste now, which I am. Everything is haste. So that's it, and let's check out some PvP examples. Okay guys, so right now damage is crazy, the one-shots are real. Okay, so I'll show you exactly how much damage Shadow Priest can do right now. This is what's up, right? and I can do this and do it 3 times in a row. I can basically Devouring Plague 3 times in a row. The damage is crazy, the one-shots are real. GG, well played. Blizzard, you broke us. Thank you.